Hello, everyone. Welcome or welcome back to the Venusian Light Tarot. So today we are going to be doing a collective reading, and I felt a really strong urge to come on here and do a reading. And there's been a lot of very crazy synchronicities for me personally in the last day or two. And I don't normally feel like an urgent need to do a reading, but for some reason I felt that right now. And I feel like this is going to reach a group of people who have also been feeling like there's just something kind of brewing. There's something coming. And I do feel for a lot of you, this is going to be mainly in relation to relationships or love situation, but we'll have to see where it goes. I am going to leave this reading very open to spirit. But I just wanted to note that it almost feels like this is going to be for some people who it's like you can't quite explain why you're feeling something or why you're feeling an incoming energy. There's definitely some kind of big change or big news or big event happening or about to, and it feels like it's again, Spirit wants me to deliver this message. So I don't know yet 100% what's coming up or what will come through. But there's just been a feeling that you can't quite pinpoint in the air. So if you've been feeling this intuitive feeling about something, maybe you needed like a validation or a confirmation, or you've been hoping to hear some news that will confirm your intuition, then this could be the reading. So it feels like this one could be, quite intuitive that you feel pulled to. And it's interesting too, because I've seen a hummingbird around my area 3 times in the last 24 hours, just coming right up to the window and like looking at me and then flying away. And right now, as I sat down to do the reading, the hummingbird came right back in the window. So it feels like another confirmation that there's something which really Spirit wants to deliver here for somebody. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it. I'm going to, again, leave it very open to Spirit. So let's set the intention. So Spirit, I set the intention here to allow for those souls to be guided to this reading today if it's right for them. So allow me to pick up on whatever this energy is that this group of people who are drawn to this reading need a confirmation. What do they need to hear today? So what is it that we're picking up on? What is it that's kind of brewing in the background? What is this message about here today? Allow me to be a clear channel and to clarify here for anyone drawn to this, what this message is. So if you're drawn to the title or to the thumbnail, or if this does randomly pop up, especially for this particular reading, then definitely trust your intuition because it could be for you. Okay, so Spirit, show me something thawing, like if something was frozen over and it thaws, and now we can finally see what's underneath that ice that has finally thawed. Okay, so yeah, it feels like this message is going to be like uncovering something that is ready to be seen or ready to be revealed. Okay, so let's see. Spirit, tell us about this message here today. What is it that you would like to talk about? So for this group of people, whoever this is for, what would you like to talk about today? Okay, so the 9 of Swords just flew out. Yeah, so I just heard trust your intuition. 9 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles. So yeah, this feels like it's going to be for someone who your own intuition is wanting you to trust it right now. And it feels like, again, this could be the information in this reading may serve as a confirmation for that. Let me get a little bit more here. What is the main message here today that you would like to talk about, Spirit? What is this incoming energy? What is this feeling that we're having here in the collective? Yeah, I just saw the light bulb being turned back on, the world. Yeah, I feel like this is, again, going to be like a validation for someone that you are correct. So let's keep going here, but it feels like, if anything, something that you've been thinking about recently, 8 of Wands, something that you've been wondering about or that you have thought of, It's like the answer to this question, or the answer to your thoughts, is yes, you are correct. Yes, your intuition is correct. And I'm hearing the hope is now restored. Yeah, with the light bulb. So it seems like something's going to come in to restore the hope. King of Cups. I do think that a lot of you are about to receive news. That's what this incoming energy is. And I will say too, when I shuffled this deck over here, we have Forever with these two penguins. And it feels patience is beneath that, and limbo is beneath that. So for a lot of you, this is going to be a message where this King of Cups here is someone who is about to enter your life or possibly return into your life. And somehow there's a deep inner knowing about this. I'm hearing I can't deny it anymore. Yeah, and that's the urgency of this here too. And I believe the reading I did where the Justice card was on the thumbnail a couple of days ago, something about someone, the truth opens a door. This also could be an extension kind of that, because it feels like you're about to receive news or about to receive an offer that will confirm everything that you already knew and everything that you've been feeling. So if you can't pinpoint that feeling in the air, this could be that it will be confirmed for you, where you're not just floating in kind of the question marks of what you're feeling, but you're actually receiving that actual validation that what you're thinking is true. Yeah, this feels to be central around this King of Cups character. Okay, yeah, the Sun. Wow, I knew there's going to be a big message here. Three of Swords is at the bottom, the Two of Swords. This reading feels like it's going to be about this King of Cups character. They could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio male, but they don't have to be. But that could be an extra confirmation for someone. And it seems like this person has realized something or has gone through some sort of big expansion or awakening. And Spirit keeps showing me that the pressure is now off and we can follow the sun. The pressure is off and we feel like we are now in a space of receiving the beautiful kind of benefits and the happiness of the sun. And so obviously with this Forever card, the penguins on here, this feels like a coming together. I just heard you've been waiting on pins and needles. Yeah, so this seems like it's for a group of people where the exact situation is going to vary or depend for everyone. Either you've been waiting on pins and needles to receive this confirmation. With the Three of Swords here, there's a possibility too that there's been something that you've been in the dark about, or feeling like there's something that you hoped would happen, or that you've been quite literally maybe waiting for this person. And I don't know if this is something recent. Yeah, the Queen of Cups is here. This does feel to be a pretty big like union coming in. The Queen of Cups, and I keep hearing, I can't deny. I keep hearing that over and over. I can't deny it. I can't fight it. So it's like someone surrendering to the way this sun is like very enhanced in this card here too, with like the rays, they're like all out. It feels like there's a undeniable feeling that is being acted on, or that somehow the universe, I'm also being shown, is bringing two people together. And however this is going to be for you, it feels like with this Three of Swords and the Two of Swords, it's like the past is now in the past completely. So either you have decided, you and this person, or you will decide to completely brush away the past, like to be on new terms, to be on good terms. The past is no longer relevant, okay? Or someone has possibly even finally put to rest whatever has been in the way, because this actually was at the bottom here too. We have the wedge. It says someone is trying to come between you and a friend, or you and something that you want. And yeah, we have the most difficult part of a situation is over. And I can kind of feel it too in the way that this reading is flowing. Like it kind of feels very easy to flow into, because it feels like there's not a whole lot of resistance left. So with the world and the sun, the most difficult part of something that you have felt was insurmountable, or that somehow there was somehow someone was either caught in this Three of Swords here, which for some specifically could be that there's been like a third party interference. And that could be either, you know, maybe what Spirit was saying about waiting on pins and needles. I am hearing for some of you, this is a situation that is the ending of somebody's karmic relationship, or the ending of someone's karmic contract. The person probably here, this King of Cups character. So someone definitely may have decided to finally end a third-party connection. This reading isn't going to be for everyone, so if you feel like that's just not possible for you, or not something that you've been feeling, like I said in the beginning, this is something that you probably have been really picking up on the energy of. You've been feeling that there's about to be something to happen here, which you can feel is positive. It doesn't feel like it's a negative thing. It feels like there's just something you can't pinpoint, but something is about to be revealed to you. And but yeah, that is definitely for some of you, that whatever has been. Let's get a little bit more information though. Tell us a bit more, Spirit, for this message. I just heard the name Heather. I mean, it seems pretty clear to me that regardless of who this person is, because it can resonate differently with everyone, the main storyline is the one that I'm getting here, but we'll go into more detail now about someone that you're coming together with. It could possibly be a union that's finally arrived, which you have not yet met this person. Maybe you've been very patient with your own healing journey, and you've been the worst of your own pins and needles. You know, it's like your heart has been on pins and needles for a while, thinking that maybe it would never, that anxiety that you've been feeling with the Nine of Swords would never go away, or that feeling of not finding love again, or not being ready to find love again, has felt very challenging for you. But there's like a clearance into the direction where your person is finally arriving. And again, it feels very beautiful. It feels like the warmth of the sun, the rays of the sun kind of take the tension away from the body. It takes the tension that you've been feeling, because when you fall in love, or when you are in love, it's, you know, obviously like it brings our frequency up. It raises our vibration. So I feel like a lot of you are going to be receiving a beautiful blessing when it comes to this counterpart connection, whether you have met them or not. So let's get the information. And this wedge, you know, could even be the wedge that with the Three of Swords could be on your side. Okay, some of you, if you had made that choice, because I think collectively that's been coming up here for a few weeks too, if you made the choice to walk away from something, or to end a connection, this is kind of Spirit's blessing in return for that. Because with the World, the worst of that is over. You have successfully kind of done all you can do with that situation, and it creates room for your true match here. So tell us a bit more, Spirit. Tell us a bit more. Okay, so we have you and this person will never truly forget about each other, for this love has remained deep in the bones. Accept the love that you have for them instead of fighting it, and the journey will become easier. So that's what I was getting. Something about I can't fight it, or I can't deny it. Yeah, I'm seeing somebody just, it feels like we're releasing it all. Like it's like that, the feeling I was getting in the beginning too, of something coming, like something brewing. It's a feeling of, with the Nine of Swords, it's almost like something has been eating away at someone, possibly even both of you, because it does talk here about two people. So this would be for those of you who genuinely have a very deep soul love with somebody. And it's like, you know, that this connection is much deeper than just the surface level, or than that maybe anyone else can understand. And it feels like we are coming to terms with that. We are accepting it. I just saw it like a fork in the road, and I heard, I've made the right choice, or I made that choice. We have a physical face-to-face meeting will occur between you and this person soon. What happens at this meeting is what you make of it. Yeah, again, it feels very like clear cut here with this message. It feels like, I'm going to keep pulling more cards here, but it feels like it's pretty clear that you're about to physically, with the sun, kind of gives me a very like tangible, earthly feeling for some reason, that there's about to be an actual meeting in person, and it could actually feel very warming for some of you. When you come together with this person, it may feel like that warm hug even, or you may even hug this person, but there's like a warmth to something that you've been really waiting to feel again. And at the bottom, we have, you are attracting a high vibrational soul match. This connection will feel effortless, unconditionally loving, and stable. You are ready for someone who meets you at the same place that you meet yourself. So that's what I was talking about here too, the effortlessness. And I can feel the flow of this reading is very effortless to me. It just feels like it just is like a river. And I think that's really symbolic here for this rainbow and these two matches here in the sun. So for those of you who, because, you know, again, as always, it's going to depend. Some of you, yes, there is somebody here that that neither of you can forget about each other. But if you feel like that's either not for you, or you're in like a different group here, it almost feels like either whoever's watching this reading, whatever group you are that's watching this, if you resonate with this in your soul, there's definitely a coming together with someone that's going to bring that love into your life that you've been hoping to feel. Okay, and you've been patient for this. And it seems like with this card here, unconditionally loving, these are two people who truly do love each other unconditionally. And with that fork in the road reference in the limbo, the solid choice to walk into that direction leads you, or leads someone directly together with this sun. And I'm going to kind of read for both situations, for those of you who this is someone that you know who I'm talking about, and those of you who this might be a new situation. Yeah, Spirit, show me that this has been a very long race. This has been something that has not been easy to get to this point. It has been either a lot of ups and downs with this person for a long time. You may have thought that you would never get to a place of understanding, or get to a place of being together. Okay, or you may have felt at one point that something is too good to be true, or that's how you will feel maybe when this love comes in. You're going to feel like it's maybe too good to be true. Because with this 9 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles, like I was getting in the beginning, it's about trusting though what you're feeling. So, you know, this reading would reflect exactly what you're beginning to feel in your soul. And it can be kind of, sometimes you may start to think that maybe you're just imagining it. Maybe this is just wishful thinking, and it's just going to end up disappointing me again. But that's actually not the case this time around. You're not going to be disappointed again. This sun is too bright to create any room anymore for disappointment. The rainbow's already out. We can't kind of erase the fact that the rainbow has already come out. That's what they're kind of showing me. And it feels like there's maybe some lingering tension that you feel in your heart. But the force of love and the force of this inner knowing is greater than the fear. And that's the feeling of not being able to deny something anymore. So it's almost like something is going over the edge. That's how it feels. Like maybe we've tried to fight it for a long time, but we can't fight it anymore. It's not able to be fought with anymore. And if it does resonate as just you being ready for true love, you being ready now finally to meet like the one for you, your own self-love. It's like the cup is spilled over. There's too much now within you to go back to those pins and needles feeling, or the lack that you previously experienced in love. It's like your cup is too full now. You've maybe done too much work, or it's just been, there's enough now. There's enough room for your love and for your blessings now. I'm getting, again, H names. Heather I was hearing earlier, but also any other H names I'm hearing for someone. But that's not going to be for everyone. That's just a confirmation that someone needs. And they're pointing to that lamp, the light turning on. And here, obviously, with the sun, the light is coming on. Yeah, so let's see. Spirit, tell us a bit more. Tell us a bit more. I'm hearing, how happy can we get? Or how happy can I get? Yeah. Okay, so this is, again, what I'm feeling. An important piece of the puzzle will soon be revealed through a third-party spirit message or in the dream state. You've manifested this news as you're ready to hear this truth. Yeah, and that is that confirmation that I was getting, that some of you really need. And if you have not felt this yet, most of you watching have already been feeling this feeling. You know, it's like when a storm is coming, and the animals, the birds, are on high alert to receive that, you know, feeling of the storm coming. It's just that feeling that you have of your intuition that doesn't maybe have a way of being proved yet, but this could be proof in itself, if that makes sense. So yeah, you're ready to receive this puzzle to be put together for you. We have the feelings between you and this person are mutual. Someone must take the first step to move it forward. You have outgrown this person or relationship, yet they are still holding you back energetically by thinking about you. Cut the cords and recognize how far you've grown. And that's where I'm getting those two maybe separate groups of you. Some of you here with the sun, you may have spiritually outgrown something to the point where, again, your cup is now too full. Maybe before it was in the process of being filled up. So every time you would feel like something is coming in, or you would feel like, you know, love is about to come in, or you were about to receive the clarity, maybe it didn't happen because you were still in the process of filling that cup up. But every time your cup were to be filled a bit more with your own, you know, maybe journey of spiritual growth and self-love, it would start to feel that way, but then it was disappointing because it didn't fully come in. But yet you were already picking up on the incoming energy. And this may have even been going on for a few months, I'm getting, for some of you, or even longer. But now it's like we can't kind of deplete what's already spilled over in the cup. And it seems like you've come too far now to, is what they keep saying, to like revert backwards. The feelings between you and this person are mutual. Someone must take the first step to move it forward. Yeah, there's two people here who have a mutual love for each other. The Queen of Cups, the King of Cups. Two people have a very strong mutual love for each other. So it does feel for a lot of you, I'm kind of wavering back and forth though between the two groups, and that's why it's going to resonate differently here for different groups of you. Because some, I can definitely see this being someone that you have on your mind as you're watching this reading. And your heart would be feeling this inner knowing very deeply. If you kind of ask yourself that question and something feels wrong when you ask yourself that question, like, is it the person I'm thinking about? Really trust that, because it's probably not them then. It's somebody else that is about to enter your life. But for those of you who do feel a deep heart knowing right now, it's being confirmed that it's mutual, and you both are, I'm seeing you both like colliding on the same timeline. And with the Nine of Cups, it is a wish fulfillment. It is something that it's almost like despite your efforts to not come together, even if you were to do that, that wouldn't even work because the force is too strong to bring the two of you together. And that force that was maybe keeping you both apart before may have been a variety of things, but it could have included something which you were hoping would come to an end to allow the two of you to come together finally, which definitely could be that wedge, that third party, possibly for some of you, or the third party on your side that had wedged in between you finding your forever kind of person. And I'm just being told, because of the strength of this connection, even if it does happen to be for that group of you where this is something new manifesting, the connection is so strong on a spiritual level that you're already feeling that as well. So it's that feeling again they're referring to of like the storm coming and the instincts being on high alert. It's because you're reacting to what's about to come in. And so the soul connection is already so strong, regardless of who it is. And the sun becoming closer kind of together, or the two of you becoming closer together, is intensifying the effect of you feeling them. So that's what that was kind of getting with the sun rays. That's what it is. The intensity of the connection is increasing to allow you both to physically join, physically come together. And this does feel to be, with the forever here, you've always been meant to be with this person. You've always been meant to come together with whoever this person's going to be for you. It's always been them. It's always been this connection. Okay, or you've always been meant to meet at this particular time. And there's really no other way around it, is what they're saying. There's really no other way to look at it. Like it's a definite, is what it feels like. So this feels like a very confident kind of reading that if you feel this energy, it's not like a false alert, you know? Okay, so this just flew out. I just picked this up and this flew out. And it says, a unique fifth dimensional exchange is taking place between you and a future lover you've not met in physical. Your heart knows that they're out there. One day your worlds will collide. Yeah, such a beautiful message. It's beautiful because this is someone that right now, this is the reason that you're feeling this energy, and the reason that you needed this confirmation to what you're experiencing, because again, you may be doubting those feelings. Maybe you just kind of feel like you're about to meet your person, or you just feel like love is about to come into my life, or I'm about to receive this message. And then you doubt yourself. But this is the two of you being drawn together. And I'm hearing for a lot of you, whoever this is going to be is likely going to be the person that you will, for some of you, marry, if you would like to get married, or just the person that you're going to be with for the rest of this lifetime. It feels like a very solid love. It feels like the one that you've been waiting for. And actually, before I started the reading too, I was getting this feeling of like, you can ask for something or pray for something, but when it finally comes in, it's almost like you're kind of asking yourself then if you're truly ready. Like it feels like you want something and you still want it, but it's just like that nervous feeling that it's finally here. And now I feel nervous because it's finally here. Like that's kind of the feeling I'm getting. So prepare yourself, I guess, is the message too, to prepare for this to actually take place. So if you've asked for it, it's like it's about to be here. So whatever like preparations that you want, that you need to make, get ready. But this does say here too, someone that you've not yet met. So again, that's for some of you. But I'm just hearing Spirit say it's not going to matter. Like, try not to even think about that right now. If this resonates with your soul, whenever you do meet this person, it's not going to matter who they end up being, if it's the person that you thought of or not, because it's so undeniable either way that you won't even, like, if it does happen to be somebody that you have not met yet, you won't even be thinking about the other person anymore. Of course, you could be if it's still a strong connection between you and this other person, but the love that you're seeking at this point of your life is a different type of love, maybe for some of you. And so you're going to be so happy that you're not going to be thinking back to the other person in a way of wanting them. You could think of them fondly and think of the love that you have, but it's not going to be in that kind of desperate way of you being disappointed. Like this is very happy. This is going to make you very happy. There's no disappointment in this. But again, it could be someone that you know. For someone very specific here, I just heard something about this Three of Swords over here, something being kind of sorted out, which may have included whatever that third party was, either on your side or whoever this is that you are thinking of, or even the person that you will meet. There may be like an initial closing out of something, which is already done. Like there's not going to be any drama attached to it. But I'm just hearing something about like being understanding or being a good sport, I heard, for some reason. So maybe compromising and kind of putting the past in the past. And I was getting that earlier too. So just kind of like letting bygones be bygones type of feeling, like just leave it all in the past. If it is someone that you are reconnecting with, whatever happened before or whatever they may be telling you now that they're closing up, it's not like not going and rehashing well, I don't even think that you're going to feel that anyway. So I don't think that I need to go into that, because I think that a lot of you, if this is truly for you, you don't feel like you hold that resentment anymore anyway, because otherwise you wouldn't be in this Queen of Cups in the Sun. So this would be for those of you who feel like you are pretty much in such a good space that you don't hold anger or resentment towards any of your lovers from the past, which is the reason that you're opening yourself up to love now, the reason that you have ascended to this point. So if you still feel really angry, or if you feel very bitter, or you feel like you are seeing someone as a very toxic person and kind of holding a lot of grudges for that, this is probably not your reading. Okay, or it could be someone completely brand new, but for most of you, you would be feeling in the energy, in the vibration of being receptive to this, because you've done so much work on yourself, that you've grown so much as a person that you're not in that low vibration anymore. The Chamber of Healing. Yeah, so much validation in this reading. This connection needs to move through a necessary healing phase where both people spend time apart working on themselves, but you will be guided back together after the healing is complete. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. There's two separate groups of you here. Some of you, it is going to be a coming together with someone that you had a separation from, and you both have done the healing, Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. And I just keep hearing Spirit say that it was always supposed to be like this. You were always supposed to come back together. It's almost like if you would have seen the kind of blueprint or the future events at the time in the past that you were dealing with them, you would have already seen that you were coming back together. But all of the things that you had to go through in the middle of that whole thing, you never knew the final outcome for a reason, because if you would have known that, you would have probably not done the healing. You would have not gone through all of the, purging effects, or the the cycles that you went through. And so it's really like the unseen, which I think is actually at the bottom of this deck here. Well, it was the unseen and now it's the one. So yeah, it's kind of also, there's something with this like space image here and this kind of whatever this is in the middle. It just feels like this is the one. This is like, you're both coming together as whole individuals, whole people. So is there anything else, Spirit? I'm just going to kind of leave it here because it feels like it's pretty, you know, again, straightforward, but let's just I will pull from the bowl at the end, actually, for those of you who need some confirmation, but let's just see if there's anything else that we can just add details onto. Some of you I'm hearing specifically may be a hopeless romantic, or you have always been a hopeless romantic, or you've just, it's like your heart's, there's something that feels almost like a fairy tale here. And I don't normally say that in the readings or kind of talk about this in a fairy tale way, but this does feel to be one of those readings where it truly is something magical taking place. And so it's kind of going to feel like that there's a fairy tale unfolding of a story. Yeah, see, we have rekindle here. Anything else, Spirit, that you would like to say here for this message? Protected. I'm being shown a really funny image. They're showing me a lot of your guides, if they could take out the trash for you. I'm being shown like 20 of them taking out the trash, like around your home or like around yourself, and they're doing it for you, like little helpers taking out the trash. So that's what they're saying, is that there's a lot of excess trash that's being taken out, which has already been like, I think you've already, you know, probably taken out bags and bags of trash through your own healing journey, but there's like little fragments or like little residue that your guides are just picking up right now and taking into the trash. So with this white feather, I just keep hearing like, I keep hearing there's no way to avoid it. So you don't even really have to do much. It's going to come to you or fall into your lap, or somehow the universe is going to guide the two of you together. So you really don't have to do much right now other than just follow your intuition and to trust what you feel. And yeah, they are saying though to really trust what you feel, because as I said in the very beginning, this reading felt very urgent to me. And because some of you need to know that if you, like, let's say that you do start to feel these things, however they are for you, or you start to feel this happy feeling that something is coming and you can really feel it, but then you go into a dark place, or you go into a questioning kind of place in your mind, or you start to deny what you feel. This message is to tell someone to really not do that right now. Really follow the yellow brick road kind of feeling. Follow this white feather. You don't have to overthink anything right now. You don't have to over question anything right now. It's already being done. So follow your intuition is such a strong message here. Follow and trust your intuition. And that's why this reading is going to be personal kind of for everyone in a different way, because your intuition should be telling you at this point exactly what this is, or the yes or no for this. Because there's a clear difference between fear and our intuition. Fear is very loud and it doesn't feel good. And intuition just feels like we are flowing, we don't force it out. We don't go seek it out. It comes to us. And that could be a message too I'm getting for some of you, how you'll also know. Like obviously we're talking about love here. So if you are trying to force something to happen, like maybe you are watching a lot of readings, or you're trying to ask yourself, like, is it this person? And then you're watching a ton of readings trying to get the answer. That's probably not, it's probably not for you in that case, because I mean, yes, there can be things with that too, but it's probably not the case because your intuition would usually comes to you. So this would be popping up in your own mind, like maybe this specific person, that could also be your confirmation. Like if you're just going about your own day and you're not in any kind of obsessive or seeking out energy, and they just pop in your mind and it feels very loving, that would also be your confirmation. Okay, but not you seeking them out. That's a different energy. Yeah, I mean, there's such a strong message here. Guided. There's the birds I was talking about. Yeah, it's just like, instead of a storm, it's like a rainbow, I guess, where we can all feel it. Like, you can feel it, they can feel it. It's very palpable, this feeling of being guided together. Yes, very genuine too. We have imagined, genuine, and we have rekindle, we have vow. I just heard Spirit say, get ready for a level up. And again, they kind of want someone to get prepared here. Get ready for a level up. So this situation is going to be completely evolved from where you either left things at, for those of you who it's a rekindling and a reconnection, or the rekindling of your souls for this new love that could be coming in for others of you, is going to be such a level up. And it's going to be like this soul compatibility that is very unconditional and effortless and genuine. And it's like your life will change because of it. You will change, they will change, your life will change. The energy in this reading feels so calm and like effortless. There's no jitteriness or tension here. It's just like super calm. And I feel like that's also how you know, like, when that person is right for you. At this point, when they come in, it'll feel very effortless, very calm, very just authentic. And this is a lot of you already feeling this, already visualizing this, already sensing this. Some of you could have actually already received like a premonition about it. You may have gotten a significant download about it, maybe a dream, but there's something that you always knew would happen. And for those of you who it's a new situation, again, you may have imagined like your perfect person, or you may have been manifesting your perfect match. Okay, or you felt that there was somebody out there for you, or that there's like even like a fairy tale meant for you. And it's guided. It's guided now. I'm hearing keep the hope alive. They want someone here to not lose hope. I think that's another main message here of this reading too, to not lose hope, because they're showing me that light bulb coming on again. See, there's movement here. The geese, faithful, know where you're going. They don't want someone to lose any kind of hope. So if you've lost hope in love, you've lost hope that love would ever find you. Don't lose hope. And so for someone super specific, if for those of you who did maybe end something recently, or you kind of you just ended a long-term relationship where something was just, it wasn't the right relationship for you. It could have also been very toxic or very unhealthy. Don't lose hope that you've been forgotten about, like, by the universe, or that was it for you. You know, that was your only love encounter. Yeah, don't lose hope in that. Anything else, Spirit? And then I'll pull from the, I think I'll pull from the charms and the bowl, just to get any kind of extra confirmation for those of you who need like a sign, maybe, because this feels like a sign kind of reading where you may be getting a lot of synchronicities too right now. Maybe you're seeing a lot of synchronicities around you. you know, this reading again itself could hold a lot of synchronicities for you. Because I think Spirit just wants the viewers here of this reading to trust the signs that you're receiving. Don't discount them. Again, there's a difference between seeking it and forcing it versus it comes to you, and you know that difference. We have the broom. Yeah, so we have the broom, and then we have the heart. Love, romance, bliss, affection, content. We do have Leo. It does say here within 7 to 14 days. Of course, this won't be for everyone. We are in Leo season. Okay, let me get the charms. Okay, so I went to go get the bowl, and as I was shuffling up the bowl, the name Lisa flew out. So that could be for someone. If your name is Lisa, that's a definite confirmation for you. So let's get some of these charms, and you may want to turn down the volume. It can be very loud. Okay, so yes, we have the heartbeat coming back. We have a lightning bolt. So this is happening quickly, I feel. We have this symbol here. So again, there's a lot of energy being magnetized, a lot of energy that's coming in. We have Aquarius for somebody. So you could be an Aquarius. Somebody here else could be an Aquarius. We have the number 9. So take that, what that will mean for you. We have the coffin. Yeah, we have the skeleton. We also have this cross with another skeleton. This is speaking to this ending of something that feels like it's very like final to create this bridge here. Okay, the bridge is moving you from whatever that pins and needles ending that we were picking up on that you had hoped would end, or, you know, again, I don't know. It's going to be different for everyone. But you either hope that something would end around you, or even there's a celebration here on a soul level that like something is over, so that now your true person can come in. Okay. We have Capricorn energy. We have a fan. So this kind of reminds me of like changes in the wind. We have a flower. We have this heart with the ocean waves. This gives me a feeling of trusting the intuition as well. We have this heart on this shield. Or rose, I mean, on a shield. We have this set of keys here. Yeah, we have the owl with the moon. Again, intuition. We have sweet. Yeah, it's like something sweet is about to happen. You're going to feel like this is very sweet that this happens. We have a fox chasing a rabbit. We have a raven here, and also the moon again. We have the teeth. This kind of just gives me a feeling more so of like that it's coming in, that something is coming in, like I've been saying in the reading. Okay, so I'm going to pull from the bowl here. And keep in mind with this bowl, first of all, if you don't like the names of the bowl, or you don't have to watch it, you can just go ahead and exit the reading now then. But if you do want to stay for the name bowl, there's countries, cities, life path numbers, names, zodiac signs. But if there is a name that comes up where Sometimes there can be names that come up of people around you. It doesn't necessarily, just because this is an energy reading, it doesn't always mean that we're talking about that person. Sometimes it can just come up as a confirmation that your energy is in this reading. Okay, so if it talks about, if like your ex's name comes out, it doesn't have to mean that it's about them. It could just be the confirmation of their energy around you. So Spirit's also showing me another kind of funny image here. They're showing me somebody who like is in kind of like a school or even like a detention, and I'm hearing class is now dismissed, and I'm being told that like you can leave now. You can leave the classroom. But they're showing in a way for these skeletons here that something like you've, how to explain, you or possibly someone here around you or even both on a soul level has completed some contract, like class is now dismissed. You've been in class here, you've gotten your degree, kind of, you've graduated from this class, and there's no more to learn because you've already graduated. So we wouldn't go back and learn the same thing again. So that's kind of what they're showing here, that class is dismissed. You are now guided to your somewhere love, to this coming together. And they want to say too, before I look at the names, they keep wanting to give somebody a confirmation that you don't have to try right now to like really figure it out. Just kind of let it flow. Just let it flow. Let it come to you, because you will be very happy with the end result. This cannot be changed or shifted. This feels very fated, and don't try to overthink it. Okay, so we have Laura, we have Jamie, we have Cornelia, Liliana, Melinda, Brianna, Lonnie, Lisa. Yeah, Lisa definitely wanted to come through. Gwen, Kate, Neil, John, Chris. I did hear the name Chris earlier and I forgot to say it, but I did hear the name Chris, so double confirmation for Chris. Gabriella, Mia, Shane, Carla, Casey Lee, Dana, Tanya, Addie or Adi, Twyla, Ira, Shannon, Lisa, so another Lisa spelled with the Z. So if your name is similar to Lisa, Lisa, Lizette, those names, that's for you as well. Molly, Alina, Madison, Christina, Jolene, Heidi, Dharmista, Isha, Vani, Leisha, Emery, Aracelis, if I'm saying that right. and Kieran. And then we have doctor, officer. Oh, we have the name Hetza as well. Truck driver, green eyes, Philippines, Denver, Nebraska, Beijing, China, Costa Rica, Kentucky, Sagittarius moon. Yeah, so honestly, I recognize a lot of the names here. I would say that if you watch my readings regularly, or if you're, someone who watches a lot of my readings, this is likely for you, either of those two categories for you, because it feels like this is a very collective message for a lot of people. So a lot of people are going to resonate with this reading. Even if it finds you a bit later, it's going to resonate with you. So again, just kind of let it flow and just trust and be grateful that something beautiful is coming into your life and that you will be happy with this result. But yeah, a lot of you are feeling that. And then we also have dreads was here as well. Someone may have dreads. So yeah, I will leave it here, and I will, do some follow-up readings in this week and the coming days, and maybe do like a specific love reading to get a little bit more detail, maybe as to like who this person is, a bit more if we can get that. But for now, I hope that this could give someone some confirmation. And thanks so much for tuning in. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and I will talk to you all next time. Take care and lots of love.